Hello my friend, welcome to another adventure.
Today, I'm gonna take you up to a secret swimming lake high up in the mountains on this e-bike I just recently bought. If you're interested in e-bikes, make sure you stick around until the end.
I'll give you a quick, non-sponsored review on why I think this could be the best e-bike for camping and living on the road. But for now, let's have a little bit of fun.
Check out this campsite I found. I wasn't originally planning on camping here, but I saw the stream and I thought, I wonder if there's fish in there. Lo and behold, I spotted trout, so I'm hoping I can get my line in the water, maybe even catch a fish. There's a fire pit behind me. Nice little spot for the truck camper, and then the bike's on the back. As you can see, the bike rack's hooked right into the hitch. I've had to use several adapters because I did this in a pinch, and I actually got this bike rack like a couple years ago when you really couldn't get your hands on anything. There wasn't that much available at the time, so I took what I could get. It is designed to hold e-bikes, so the weight capacity is sufficient, but it's still like, if you're a pavement princess, that's not a big deal, but anytime you want to do any type of trail riding, it just moves around a lot. So if you've used an e-bike rack before and you like it and you do any types of off-roading or overlanding, leave me a comment down below because I'm still looking for a better solution. For now, this does the job and it just sits right on the back of the truck camper. The door actually clears, which is nice because I can just squeeze in right here. But if you're like holding groceries or trying to lug a power station in or anything other than squeezing by, it's a little bit difficult. Okay, let's walk down to the stream. I'm gonna try to be quiet so that I don't scare away these fish. I swear they're smarter than I am. Go down here. It's really pretty in here. The creek was so glassy and calm. Standing there overlooking the water, you can't help but think about your reflection. What makes you excited to wake up? Where would your life be if you could be anywhere? How do you want your life to play out? What do you have that you never dreamed you'd ever have?
What's up, Mr. Caterpillar?
Why is it when we grow up, we stop asking these questions? Life is just a reflection of our thoughts. If you change the way you think, you can change the outcome of your life.
This is my lookout point. I'm just scanning for potential trout, but I swear I don't see any anymore. They must have heard me coming and they all swam away. Do you see any trout? This camp spot's pretty awesome. It just continues back this direction along the side of the creek, and you get this beautiful view behind me. Here we go! I already found a little cabin. Of course I have to go inside. It's in pretty good shape. There's even a wood stove behind me. Keep you nice and cozy during the winter. Someone left me some haunted mistletoe. Don't know what that is, but it's a little creepy. Would you live here? Because I'd be pretty happy sitting outside on this little wooden chair enjoying the breeze. Let's go. Time to go 5 miles straight up the mountain, and that's where this Class 1 pedal assist really comes into play. So I'm pretty sure I wouldn't attempt it without it. Some of the most beautiful areas on the West Coast are up at the top of a mountain. In order to get there, you have to have a means that is accessible, doesn't take too much time, and most importantly, is fun. And I think I found a new way to do that. Let's test out the rear suspension on this thing. There's just golden leaves changing everywhere, open fields, and the mountains right above it. And it's a perfect opportunity to get some exercise. Can't wait to get to the top. A lot of people say you don't get exercise when you're on e-bikes because it's assisted, but I kind of look at it as I'm much more likely to get out here on the bike because it's easier. I can go further, I can make it as hard or easy as I'd like.
Otherwise, a lot of people just never go.
And then you reach the top of the mountain and you look down on the little secret lake that you didn't even know existed. It's so beautiful out here. The birds are happy too. Everybody's happy out here. There's no sadness in the backcountry. Well, until you run into a hungry bear. I wonder if my mountain bike's faster than the bear. I don't want to try to find out. So this has been the secret all along. Get a mountain bike that can get you to the top of the mountain that not everybody can get to. And you get these private lakes, nobody on them. Onwards and upwards.
Can't wait to come back and take a dip in the lake.
This has to be the best mountain bike trail view I've ever seen. I guess I have a limited selection of experiences in the past, but hopefully I'll build on those. If you've ever pedaled up at, this has got to be 7,000 to 9,000 feet, it's pretty challenging, but not so much with this class 1 level assist e-bike. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but that's okay because I'm having a good time. I'm gonna fall right off the side of the cliff. Time to pack this away and keep going. Caution ahead. Slippery rock. Riders dismount and walk through. I decided to stop and do a little bit of mountaintop sunbathing and have a quick snack. How could I resist this view? For an end of September day, it's really quite warm. It's got to be upper 70s, almost 80 in the sun. I had to jump off the bike and switch into my swimsuit because I'm really hot. Even with the pedal assist, it's a lot of work up here. I can't wait to jump in that lake once I get down a little bit lower. Perfect, beautiful spot. No camping. Story of camping life.
Dried up bones are running wild on this old night, sitting by the traffic light zone. I don't know if I should go.
This might be one of my top 10 favorite spots I've ever been. The mountain biking, this emerald blue-green lake, the views. I can't believe I didn't even know it existed. The only bad thing is that there's no camping signs everywhere, so I'm gonna have to head back down the mountain and find a new camp spot. But that's okay. I'm just happy I got to get in the water. It's a beautiful last parting gift before I head north and it gets really cold. I'm also super hungry and I can't wait to show you what I'm making for dinner for you. So let's pack up and head back down the mountain.
Just remember to get out there. Spend a moment alone. Listen to the water, the birds, feel the sun on your face. Reflection is impossible without some quiet. Take a moment to find your path and work every day towards following it.
Tonight I'm making
chopped cheese. And if you've never had chopped cheese before, you're in for a treat because it's absolutely phenomenal. Let's get started. First, I'm just gonna chop up my ingredients. Couple tomatoes, some onions, some good old iceberg lettuce. I do love a salad, but this is way better. I'm gonna turn on this griddle. Ground beef. Gonna add some onions right on top. You better not get this confused with a Philly cheesesteak because they aren't the same. This is chopped cheese. It's like a chopped cheeseburger on a delicious piece of toasted bread. Some salt, some adobo seasoning. You can't go wrong with some good old American cheese right on top. Then I'm gonna let my bun toast. Get this nice and toasty. Oh yeah. Once this is toasted on the bottom, I'm gonna add some mayonnaise to both sides. Then I'm going to actually remove a little bit of the top piece. Just like that. A little bit of ketchup. I'm gonna do my own spin and add a little bit of chili oil because I like to spice it up a little bit. It's gonna go right on top. It's gonna be a mess. Gonna add some of the chopped lettuce, sliced tomato right on top. Chopped cheese. And then you get to enjoy. That chili oil just hits the spot. I did make a total mess, but this is totally worth it. I couldn't find bigger pieces of bread in which you could have made a monster-sized sandwich, but the taste, so amazing. Needless to say, I've made a huge mess, so I'm gonna enjoy my sandwich, clean up, and then I'll catch you back here in a bit for a little bit discussion on the bike. So here's the lowdown on this bike. First off, I had no idea that Yamaha made mountain e-bikes, but apparently they've been making electric bikes for like 30 years. I was just getting apart from my Yamaha TW200 motorcycle and noticed on their website that they were having a huge sale on these bikes. This was a $6,400 bike and it was on sale for $2,600, including an extra battery. That might sound expensive because I know there are e-bikes everywhere for pretty cheap. Hundreds of e-bike companies exist, but this isn't remotely comparable to them. And I get absolutely nothing out of this. It's completely unsponsored, other than the fact that I may help someone save a lot of money who's looking for a Class 1 mountain e-bike. And I'm not trying to downplay $2,600. $2,600 is not cheap. It's still a lot of money. But if you've looked into high quality e-mountain bikes, prices range from like $6,000, $8,000, $10,000, even $12,000, which is literally insane. I would never spend $12,000 on an e-mountain bike, which is why I still hadn't picked one up. I've been looking around for a used one. But when I came across this one on sale on Yamaha, I was like, I need to look into this a little further. So I started adding up all the parts, and at some point, you really can't get any cheaper. $2,600 for a $6,000 bike is a pretty good discount. And I think it's an incentive for me to get out there more. I'm going to use it more. I'm investing in my health. It really just depends on how much you value exercise, enjoying what you're doing to exercise. If you like mountain biking, there's a lot of variables that go into this. So I'm just reiterating, not downplaying $2,600. It's still expensive, but I really think this is still a pretty killer deal. Maybe you don't know much about all the rules surrounding e-bikes and mountain bikes on trails, but there's a bunch of them. And that's because the government likes to regulate everything and suck the fun out of everything. Next thing you know, you're going to end up in jail and you're going to look over to the guy next to you and you're going to say, "What you in for?" The guy's going to ask. And you're gonna say, "Well, I was riding an e-bike on the wrong trail." The e-bikes that I've used on my channel in the past were all class 2 or 3, and most of those aren't allowed on trails at all because they have throttles. with those, I never found myself even exercising really, because you don't have to pedal to go anywhere. You just throttle around everywhere. I mean, why not? It's easy and it's fun. But this is a class 1 e-bike, which means you must pedal to use any assist, and they are allowed on significantly more trails. I got a great workout going up that mountain, and the bike had plenty of power even for steeper terrain or a heavier person. A huge plus is that this bike is only around 52 pounds, which is totally doable for me. I just think it could be the perfect solution for camping, because you can set up your camp and you can pull it off the back of whatever your setup is. You can go explore into town, long or short distances. You can go mountain biking. The pedal assist is a game changer. Hopefully, if you're interested, you can score one before they stop the sale. The downside is you got to order on Yamaha's website, and you do have to pick it up from a dealer, which was annoying because dealers are the worst. Try not to get scammed out of all the miscellaneous fees that they add on. Do your own research, pick the bike that's best for you. I'm super happy with my decision. I'm so glad I bought this bike, and you gotta let me know down below in the comments if you've used a class 1 e-bike, if you have any other questions, and on that note, I'm out.